Hi guys, welcome back to a new episode of the PS2 Collector. So at the moment we are currently on 155 out of 4,376 games. On today's episode I'm going to review the latest 5 games that I have picked up. Stay tuned, you do not want to miss this. Game number 156 is a moving time game. The movie got mediocre reviews, and that is the Da Vinci Code. Now, the first negative thing about this game was that they did not use the characters from the movie in this game. So you got absolutely default characters, and the combat style was absolutely repetitive and absolutely dull. This game lacked identity and it's just plain bad. The puzzles are too simple for me, especially for a game where, you know, it's a bit, especially the Da Vinci Code, where you have to figure out a lot of stuff with puzzles. They did not implement that in this game, and again, they showed no passion or heart in this game. And 2K at the time was trying to compete with EA, and they got off to a very bad start for the time, that is. But yeah, if you do enjoy bad games, especially bad movie games, give Da Vinci Code a go. Only £1, and I can see why. Absolutely terrible game. Game number 157 is another movie time game, and to be fair, this movie is way better than the Da Vinci Code, and that is the Chronicles of Narnia. So the movie, great, phenomenal, one of the best fantasy films I've seen. I put it up there with Lord of the Rings. Call me deluded, but I did enjoy the world that this movie was set in. The first positive thing about this game, the graphics is quite decent, and they actually use characters from the film in this game to give it that authentic feeling. And another positive thing that I can give about this game, that it had a multiplayer co-op, so you can complete the story with 4 players if you had a multi-tap. So it made it more fun that way, rather than complete the game in a single run. I tried it with a single run, it was completely boring, but with friends and family, this game turns out to be really fun. It has very hysteric animations, especially when you die. It's absolutely hilarious. But yeah, if you do enjoy movie time games, especially fantasy ones, or if you're a huge fan of Chronicles of Narnia, give this game a go. Only £1, you'll get a decent movie time game. Good game. 157 Chronicles of Narnia. Game number 158 is a very dull racing game, budget title, and I'm surprised that this game got released in the state that it did, and that is London Racer 2. The graphics, terrible, absolutely terrible. When I first saw this game, how it looked, especially for a game in 2003-2004, this game looked absolutely dated. We're describing PS1 graphics on a PS2, unacceptable, especially for the time. The game has 8 levels. The World Championship mode is only half an hour. You can complete the game in half an hour. The replayability is not there. This game's like a quick play and that's it, done. The only positive thing that I can say about this game, that it had a decent soundtrack. So I've got to get credit that they're a good soundtrack, but the game overall and how it shows London is very clunky. Terrible game. But if you do enjoy racing games and you've not tried this, in my opinion, don't get it. But if you want to see how bad it is, be my guest. Only £1.50. Buy at your own peril. Game number 158, London Racer 2. The next game is quite a unique game with an absolute unique story. I was surprised about the story and how unique it was, and that is Eve of Extinction, game number 159. So when I first got this game, when I first saw the story, so I'll keep it short, I don't give any spoilers away. So the story is you be a character where your girlfriend has been tested on and been turned into a weapon. So your girlfriend's been turned into a weapon. So what you must do is to get your girlfriend back to her human form, and the weapon that you have with her is very, very powerful, OP, if you will. In the game, you complete levels, puzzles, as well as action combat, which I do like. It does get a bit repetitive, but with the diverse weapons in the game, you can even upgrade weapons. You have weapons such as axes, crossbows, and yeah, it is definitely fun to be had. Absolutely underrated. It did get mediocre reviews. I think the story was a bit powerful for some people, but for me, I found it absolutely unique, and it was the first time that I've heard a story like this. But if you do have memories about this game, I only played about a couple of levels. Am I missing out on this? Leave it in the comments below. And that, my friends, is game number 159, Eve of Extinction. Only £2.50, so again, good game. Game number 160 is a game that is based on an anime, and people will say it's a copycat of Yu-Gi-Oh! Keep that in mind. And that is game number 160, Duel Masters. So Duel Masters, the first thing I saw off the bat, the front cover, absolutely shiny. And with this game, if you bought it for a pre-order, you would have got 10 limited edition cards with it. But unfortunately, since I bought them checks, those cards were long gone. I got this game for £5. Be aware of this. When I first played this, I went in blind. Keep that in mind. I went in blind. When I first played this game, I worked my way through it, and I had no idea what I was playing. I'm thinking, what am I playing? What do I do? So to have fun in this game, you have to take your time and learn the rules. How to attack, when to defend, which monsters are powerful, which monsters have the best defense. And yeah, once you learned all the rules, there is fun to be had. The only thing that this game doesn't get credit for is people will say it's a copycat of Yu-Gi-Oh! However, in Japan, this is a long running anime, and with Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically they have the same concept, but it's two completely different games. But unfortunately, this game got looked upon because of its similarities with Yu-Gi-Oh! And due to Yu-Gi-Oh! Being very popular in the West, this game was just looked as a cheap knockoff. I digress, however. I think this game is fun once you learn the rules. And yeah, if you do have memories about this game, keep it in the comments below. And yeah, and that's the final game of this video. Duel Masters, game number 160. Decent game. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more games like this, if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. If you want to know when my videos come online, click on the bell notification below. Anyways guys, until next time, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care guys.